When your phone goes off, it disturbs the recording. And I meant to tell you, but all
Don't
you
disturb
is
the
recording.
Ooh. All right, let me pull everything up. Pull everything up. Go on ahead, pull everything up. Hey, I'm gonna go and pull everything up. Hey,
That's what I say to myself when I wear stockings. I'm going to go ahead and just try to pull everything up. 1 inch on this side, 1 inch on
without
this side.
breaking something, because it's real easy to put a
Not the
hole in
stockings.
them things.
My body without breaking
without breaking
what?
a piece of your body.
What a strain.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even
Putting
understand
that
what
on.
stockings. I think stockings and bras were designed by the devil.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
To humble women.
There's no greater just evidence of just it's just misogyny. That's what it is. There's no way. And
I'll not
old
stand
school,
for it.
like my grandmother wore stockings every single day of her life.
No.
I'm talking about underpants.
I'm so glad we've set that free. Ooh.
My Lord.
We've set that free.
My legs must be meshed. I don't understand that.
So happy we've set that thing free.
That's going to be in line with what we're talking about today.
Listen.
It is. There's a reason why people
we have
wear those
decided
every day.
what we want to we want to wear, what we want to dress like.
People wear stockings every day to smooth out, how they look under and to give an even look to your legs.
You're gonna get all these rolls,
and then not have
all
the
these
little
dimples.
Yeah, baby, them dimples is gonna pop.
All of this, it ain't gonna be smooth over here.
Yeah,
we in for a bumpy ride.
Fasten up, folks.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
We're gonna hit some potholes on these sides. Get your alignment.
Oh, another one.
You're gonna be swerving. But what I'm not gonna do is be uncomfortable. I'm not
at all.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna wear any shaping.
Oh, see, I love how that the sweating. I have almost just injured myself just trying to put it on. When you're trying to pull that shaper on, and then you're like, I'm supposed to be like this for the rest of the night. Take a little breath like this. People are like, do you want anything to eat or drink? Of course not.
Let me tell you
How
something.
could you eat or drink when this is completely
You know what else
bound?
is in line with this? High heels. Yeah. I cannot tell you the amount of women that after the Beyonce concert were walking on the streets of Atlanta barefoot. Because when you thought up that outfit, it was cute.
It was cute.
Until you tried to dance to all them songs all night for 3 hours in those heels. Then these men were coming up because they were selling flip-flops outside. I was like, that is correct.
That's called genius.
That's correct.
We should have thought about that. We should have some little ad joy, little slides. How you doing, sis? Yeah, Look like you're going through it. You get a long way to the parking lot. You parked off-site. You're trying to save a little money, but yeah.
I saw
You're not
men
gonna be able to go
buying
blocks.
flip-flops for their women. Like, go on ahead and give me a medium because she's
not going to make it.
She's not
and I can't carry her. What I'm not going to do is throw her on my shoulder. And
we ain't living in them days anymore. These girls out here is thick.
So they might need to have their own shoes to walk in. I'm one of those.
No more damsels in distress. we are giving you the business.
Indeed. First of all, I know we haven't even started yet, but
I know these are kind of.
It's
cute.
the merch for me. I mean,
these are that one. That's my favorite.
Listen, this is my favorite.
I don't even know where mine is.
I don't
I
know
love that
why
one.
I love it.
I love it on
much.
black.
Yeah, so can just sing.
With
Come on,
the
just
little.
add joy. You better add this joy.
Which one do I have? Oh, I have the little circle.
Yeah. It's
very cute.
I mean, it just really is.
Yeah. Cute
It's
stuff.
me.
Go get you some.
I know.
We're gonna for the month of October. We're gonna have to start wearing our Spell House Add Joy merch.
Come on. Undaunted joy.
Et facta est joy.
Is that what that is? I didn't know we were going to go with like joy mystique. What would they be saying?
Listen, we can make others.
House joy, house of joy. Undaunted is,
joy is very cute.
That just delivers.
Yes. All right.
Undaunted joy.
You ready to go?
Yes. Slow clap. That sounds like the outro song. See, when you play the outro song, it'll be like, oh yeah, again, but it's different.
You can't tell. Well, they're written by the same person, and it's on the same album, and I get it.
But it does sound different. My ears. I got ear problem. Who are we today?
I'm Ashley Graham.
Yes, Ashley Graham.
Mm-hmm.
And I am all of the Fenty models.
Every single one.
Just all of them. Get it,
the big
Fenty.
one, the skinny one, the one that has the lighter spots on their body, the one that is
the men with the dad bods, with the big tummies, hair on the chest. Listen, and I saw an amputee.
I was just gonna say, and the amputee
and she was like delivering that. I mean, I was like, okay, your missing arm almost like. There's these other things to pay attention to on you.
There's a whole lot of other stuff that brings joy, huh?
I was like, all right, go ahead.
Yes, and we are at Joy,
where life plus joy equals satisfaction.
Let's get into it today. I'm excited.
Yes.
We are fully in our season of security and confidence.
Security and confidence is accepting and trusting oneself to accomplish tasks and goals.
It is a positive, realistic view of the self, including all areas of strengths and improvement. So let's get into our motivational mantras.
All right.
This is one of the most obvious ones for what we are talking about today. Mm-hmm. This was her first single, was it not? I want to say over 20 years ago. This was.
You didn't have to mention that.
This was NDRE's first single video.
I think so.
She says, when I look in the mirror and the only one there is me. Every freckle on my face is where it's supposed to be. And I know I created, didn't make no mistakes on me. My feet, my thighs, my lips, my eyes, I'm loving what I see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I'm loving what I see. My feet, my thighs. Like she's not leaving something out. I think what we'll do is say, okay, I like this, but then if I could just change my this, and this. She's like, no, all of that.
That's how much you love. Listen.
Everything, every freckle on my face is where it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. All right. This is from the great TLC. You can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if he says so. I love the way she sings that too. You can buy all the makeup that Mac can make, but if you can't look inside you, find out who I am too. Be in the position that make me feel so damn unpretty.
You made you feel unpretty.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tell ourselves that the world and everybody else is doing it. It's only what you allow into your own mind.
It's what we digest.
You feel unpretty.
Damn unpretty.
Yeah. You can feel unpretty too. This is one of my favorite songs. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say that this is R&B or rap.
Listen, I've already insisted that certain pop and yacht rock be part of the discussion.
But I'm gonna say Meghan Trainor gives it to you with this one. She says, "Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2. But I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. Because I got that boom, boom that all the boys chase and all the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazines working that Photoshop. We know that ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up because every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top."
The first time I heard that song, I didn't know what you were talking about. I didn't. And then later on, they were like, it's about body positivity. She's saying she's thick in the thigh. I was like, wait a minute, let me see.
She is thick
all
in the
about
thigh.
that bass. I get it now.
Because I'm all about that bass. No treble. I'm all about that bass.
I'm all about it.
Listen.
I've been giving extra helpings. And when you're just in a buffet, you'd be like, I just wish you put one more scoop on there. That's what I'm delivering. I have that extra scoop. You want just a limo mashed potato. Limo tater. Wow.
Put some more gravy on there.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So we are diving into, and you probably can guess what we are talking about today. This is important for all of us. I think we often think that this is important for women, but I think women and men
absolutely
equally can deal with these, with kind of being concerned about our outer appearance. And like, imagine a world where we did not, we no longer judged ourselves.
Crazy.
Or others kind of based on appearance. I mean, imagine the freedom of just, I'm just going to get up and leave out. Or I'm going to wear this and just feel confident all the time, not wonder what people might be thinking. And is anybody looking at this? And I wonder how my dimples is showing. Imagine that.
A world where self-love just comes naturally.
Make it so, Lord.
I wish. This is the power of body positivity, though. So we're going to give you the gift of it today. We're talking about it. We hope that you're going to pick up on some stuff. If you're saying this ain't me, I'm good with great.
Mm-hmm. Get something that you can give to some other people too.
Mm-hmm. I am telling you that for as confident as I know I am, we all have struggles with body positivity at different times in our lives, right? So we gonna get into it today because body positivity is about embracing our imperfections and accepting ourselves for who we truly are.
Woot woot.
Yeah. We talked a little bit last week. We said that things aren't good or bad, pretty or ugly. They're just true.
Just the truth. Right?
And I think that's one of the main tenets of body positivity is just, let's just look at who we truly are. Just that. So it's about loving ourselves unconditionally, regardless of our size, regardless of our shape, regardless of our appearance. How we show up is enough. Yeah.
So body confidence can mean different things for different people, but the consensus is that it is essentially challenging yourself to accept and eventually love who you are today.
Yep.
This
Not
is
who
important,
you will be.
right? Who you are today,
Yeah.
not the old pictures of yourself that you keep posting, but you were like 20 and now you're 45. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why don't I look like that?
Why don't I look like that? Because you were 20 then. And that seems like that's the easy answer, but right? It's just as you are, right? Who you are today, just as you are. Instead of this need for perfection, right? There's this drive that we always have about tweaking ourselves and, doing a little better to ourselves. And I think there's room for that. We want us to be healthy. We're not saying that, if you want to do a skin routine, because that's part of your self-care. I love that.
Right.
It's the constant just critiquing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can improve the self while accepting the self. Same time.
Yep. So there's this quote: in a world where we've been force-fed from a young age a constantly changing form of what normal or perfect should look like, with many of us believing we don't fit into this mold. Being ourselves never stood a chance. Think about
Brown
that.
Skin.
That's great. Being exactly who we are, so crazy, has never stood a chance against all of the things that we're bombarded with. We're immediately, as soon as we are able to recognize who we are, we're immediately told how it's wrong.
That it's wrong. Yeah.
Right.
And it's ever changing, but we never fit it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's ever changing, but you're never quite fitting it because it's not like that based on reality a lot of times.
Right. And then add to that our deep-rooted cultural behavior in being self-deprecating, and you're left with a pretty unhealthy mindset. I don't know who said that is correct.
Listen, in fact, when people
that?
don't do it, sometimes we're thrown off by people not being self-deprecating. We expect to give the compliment and then the person self-deprecates.
And when somebody says, "Ooh, thank you," we're like,
that was the look. What if you just said that was the look I was going for? You look amazing. Perfect. Amazing was my goal tonight. What?
And then we're thrown off. Like,
then we're thrown off because we're expecting people to go, this whole thing, me, oh my God. No, you look amazing. Instead of digesting, you look amazing.
Mm-hmm. Akinyele has trained me over the years. As soon as I get a compliment, my response, you see it. And that's it. You see it.
Okay.
You notice it.
You caught it.
Yes. So not only are we convinced that we don't fit in, but we compound the problem by putting ourselves down because of it. This is a quote from Mervyn Reed Nelson. He is a body positivity photographer. He not just takes the pictures, but he also is teaching you to love you through the pictures that he takes. Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. All right. We are undoing that. We try to undo that today. Of course, we're a work in process. You know what I mean? Like if you've watched the beginning of this season, we had on our little swimwear. And we was deep breathing through that. I mean, it looks like we're like, let's just put on swimsuits and let's just, record a podcast. No, we were like, okay, we really gonna do this? Okay. You said you want to do it. You said you want to do it. Okay, let's put on some cover-ups. Okay, but they can't be too covered up because then that's not the point. I mean, we went through this, you know what I mean? So we are doing this at the same time. We are undoing these notions, right? And we want to do that today, right? Because body positivity, it challenges these narrow standards that we have, and it celebrates diversity. And by diversity, we don't just mean, diversity has come to mean like having some brown people somewhere or something.
Right.
I mean like your own, even just the diversity of just your own self. You know what I'm saying? My boobs want to be diverse. One wants to be smaller than the other one. I have a diverse set of memories. That's diversity. I have to embrace that difference instead of being like, right one, why are you a little deflated? Like, why are you
this one
less?
is heavier than the other one.
Yeah.
It just sits.
Maybe that left one just be out here giving its fullness. The right one be like, I'm coming. I'm a little bit behind.
I'm a little bit behind.
I'm just, I want that. That's the diversity. You know what I'm saying?
Because all titties matter.
They all of them do. All of them do. You get one that fits that one, and the other one just swimming around in there. Can we get two different ones? But we do. We have to realize that there's beautiful you with some acne. There's going to be beautiful you with like a little bit of bloating from this month. You know what I mean? Like your 28 days of just strange stomach.
This month, this year.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like we have to embrace the diversity that is just ourselves even.
Yes, I like that. I hadn't even considered that. Yeah, I like that. Here's what I want us to understand too. You can be different things in different spaces. We're very caught up in a westernized understanding of what beauty is. If I go to Africa, I will leave a trail of men in my wake.
If you go anywhere, you leave a trail of men. I don't know where we're going with this because when you leave the house, you leave a trail of men in your wake.
Get you a best friend who just shouts you out.
Who tells the truth?
Listen, I'm saying,
I'm just flat out not lying at all. That wasn't gassing your head. That's what? Okay, I don't know where we're going with this, but that's fine. I mean,
in different places, beauty means different things to different people. This
True
goes
that,
along with what you're saying.
True that.
To different people, you know, for example, she also leaves a trail. The men who prefer her may not prefer me. That doesn't mean that I'm unattractive.
Oh, that's really good.
That just means that's the beauty that they value.
That they are.
Right? And so
I don't value my beauty.
Which is why we got to walk the earth valuing our own beauty. If
Absolutely.
nobody else is going to be a champion for what I represent, I got to be.
Mm-hmm.
I got to walk this earth understanding that what I bring is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Not it's correct if I just tweak that. No.
Mm-hmm.
India said God didn't make any mistakes on me.
That's a really big one, you know, because I think we spend so much time doing the comparison, right? And we're so diverse. By doing those comparisons, we're not paying attention to that diversity. There is no other person who just exactly like me. You might have an identical twin. Between you two, you realize there's a little bit something different. So how can I possibly use somebody else as a comparison?
Yes.
How?
Right.
How? Whoever it is looks nothing like me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I using this other person and the pants that they wear or the makeup they have on or the way they do their hair when they are so different? The complexity of our individuality gets lost when we do those comparisons.
It really does. It's just it's unrealistic to think we're all supposed to look the same.
So shout that person out that you're admiring. Absolutely. There's a difference between looking at them and being like, hey, now you looking good. Okay, I'm thinking about what, all right. And then downloading the message, I'm not enough. I don't look like that, so I don't look attractive. I don't look like this, so I'm not doing something right.
Yeah, yeah. We've got that self-resentment and self-deprecation have been deeply embedded in us. Undo that.
Mm-hmm.
Undo that.
Please, oh Lord.
If you don't do it, if you don't undo it for yourself, undo it for your children. Undo it for the people who are watching you.
Who are looking at you.
Yeah. Let's stop passing this on because it's just embedded in our culture. Embracing body positivity is actually taking a stand against unrealistic beauty ideals. Mm-hmm. Listen. We're not all supposed to be a size 2. Mm-mm. In fact, they're the minority.
Thank goodness.
How did the minority get to, well, we could have a whole conversation.
We could go
about
really
race
all
relations,
the way there on that.
We're not going to talk about that.
We won't
today.
talk about that.
How did the minority get
to be the regular?
Get to be the standard? No. No.
And the truth is, you ever see people also they wear the same size and look drastically different?
Yes.
That thing, that
or
really
are
is
the
what
same weight,
right?
And drastically different.
Yeah. So you might not even who you're comparing yourself to. Quite frankly, at different ages, it's going to be different. Your ideal weight at 20 years old. That's not 3 kids later. You know what I'm saying? Like you're 50. Well, you know, when I was 19, you want to weigh the weight of your 19-year-old self,
and you might still weigh the same, but I guarantee that fat has
Something
moved.
Has hit different, baby.
That diversity kicked in. Everything that was up here is now down here.
That hydraulic, the days was riding. It was like boom, boom, low, ride.
You flip the switches on that,
baby. Listen, so, you have a child past a certain age. That's stomach talking about. Got no low ride stomach. Those nipples pointing downward. They used to be like, hello. Now they're like, what's that? What y'all doing it? Look up. Put your head up, dips. Nope.
No, they had their time.
Listen, this is their time.
This is their time.
This is just a different time.
This is just
that's really good.
Time.
But that's what she means by unrealistic. It's unrealistic to look to have 20-year-old breasts at 55. Like, you know, why would? Yes, my body's going to look a particular kind of way because I like grew this human being inside of it. And then they cut her out. Like, so that is going to change. how I look. I mean, you know what I mean? And I think that we have to just be realistic about that. Over a time, the idea of trying to stay eternally youthful.
Yeah.
You want to be 70 and trying to figure out how you can look 15?
Yeah, and you
That's
want them
not
to sit
realistic.
up here at 70, everybody gonna know that ain't yours.
You're just gonna keep snatching your face back further and further until you maybe I'll look 15. Won't. You'll look like 65. I'm trying to look 15 per se.
Yeah.
Now again, please do things to, make yourself feel wonderful. Because I'm trying to tell you, if anybody calls here and be like, I'd like to give you a discount on snatching your stomach off, I want you to know. Where did you go for 6 weeks? I was in recovery getting my stomach snatched off. Trust and believe I will do that. So I'm not hating on plastic surgery at all.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not saying
but
that.
I am saying you gotta think more realistic. The goal should be beautiful at the age you're at.
And we're gonna talk about we're gonna go a little deeper into self-improvement because that's a conversation in all of this too.
Right.
But
true.
One of the things that puts us in the position where we are always picking ourselves apart, which that's the part of self-improvement that makes it problematic. And one of the biggest ways in which we do this is logging on to the socials.
Ooh, it's such a curse and a blessing, isn't it?
It is.
It really is.
It is.
It really is.
Yes. We must choose our mental and emotional well-being over societal pressures. We got to start doing it.
Yep.
We got to just say enough is enough.
And look at something for what it is. It's separate. It's that, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't do that, then watch your intake.
Yes.
Yes.
Ultimately, social media is giving you shame.
Big time. About not even just about your body, but I mean, we could go on and on.
The life you lead.
The life you lead.
I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not as smart as I'm supposed to.
Single mother just automatically is bad.
I'm telling you.
I'm like raising a kid.
It's giving you shame.
Yeah.
And I love social media for what it has exposed us to positively.
There are some positives.
But I'm telling you, that thing has come with a whole lot of down because we are just
weed those messages out.
There's a woman on Instagram, Celeste Barber. She's a comedian, but what she does is she shows a video of someone who's supposed to be lithe and beautiful, and they've got the skinny body and they're like contorting themselves and doing all of these things. And then she cuts to a clip of her doing the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I know you're talking about. She's doing her body like.
Yes. And I'm telling you, it's
that blesses me.
she's doing it to provide some levity to the situation, right? But also, the first video is what you're being shown every day. You scroll through your social media, that's the image that you're going to see. And that's going to stay plastered in your mind all day. Why can't I be like that? Why can't I look like that? Why can't I be more like that? Why doesn't my body move like that? It's not supposed to.
Heck, theirs may not. You got to remember what we can do with this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make myself into an entirely different person, like different being. I could take pictures. I mean, with what they can do with social media now, I can look like this when I take the picture and be shades lighter or darker, have different eye color, have lost 50 pounds. My hair could be, all kinds of stuff you can do.
Which leads us to our next point. Filters are damaging your psyche.
I saw a filtered picture. It was meant to be a joke. We have a Morehouse brother that posts the most hilarious memes. And he was like, y'all stop with this filtering. Y'all don't even got knees no more. This woman's knees. It had erased the wrinkles from herself.
I'm telling you.
So extremely that her knees didn't show it. Her legs just went completely down.
When did knees become an imperfection?
Because it's looking for anything that's darker.
It's just taking it away.
It's looking for anything that's wrinkly. The thing doesn't know what you don't like. So it's like, I see imperfection. So it's erased her knees. Right. And she posted it anyway though. She was like, "That's okay. I'd rather not have knees than have crow's feet."
But you see this? I like these accounts that have been like calling out the people on social media, the famous people on social media that have been photoshopping all of their pictures and like showing the before and the after so that you can understand this ain't real.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think, filters are fun and all of that. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to say, if we're always posting the filter, then when people meet you in person,
they're going to be surprised. Like, wow, you're greasy. That's why I just let myself be greasy online, because I am greasy. What? I have oily skin. You need to know that. I'm not a matte human being. So looking matte, I probably shouldn't. Because once you sit across from me, you'd be like, wow, you are shining. Yeah, I glow. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not greasy.
There are all kinds of things that we have literally turned to one another after someone has come up and said hi to us.
It's a catfish.
We have looked at one another and said, "Who's
that? Is
that?"
Taking pictures when you look like 2 feet taller. That's why I said men are in this too, right? Because I do believe
skinnier.
I believe men feel pressure to hide balding. We call it hatfish.
What?
When you wear that hat all the time, and then you see him somewhere, like, you're not gonna take that hat off in the shower. We gonna lay in this bed when you gonna have your hat on.
I didn't realize that what people are doing, they're posting pictures of themselves, but 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when I see you today, I'm like, oh.
Which is funny is I found your today beautiful, but now I just think you're a little weird. Your today would have been beautiful. That would have been fine. I actually like a dad bod. I'm not trying to be funny. I think it might be my favorite.
Baby, let me tell you something. I don't want to rub up on which fine.
I'm not washing my clothes if you've got your stomach. Yeah, I mean,
if you've got all them muscles, great.
That's wonderful.
I want you to know just a
little thickness, just a little something,
just a lot of poop.
Little
that
weight.
thing. Listen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Men's breasts matter too.
Men's breasts matter.
They're sexy too.
And I think when we extra filter, when we're really doing it, what we're saying is, I'm not good enough. This isn't enough.
You don't leave space for
I can't
what
let
you bring,
anybody see me.
Yep.
Looking in a certain way. It was Real Housewives, I think, of Atlanta back when I used to watch. I haven't watched it so long, I don't even know who the character is anymore. But somebody tried to host a beatless brunch. That's what it was called. This was years ago. Mm-hmm. And there were women on the show who refused to do it. They said, either I'm not coming or I will have on makeup.
Really?
Whoever held it, and I feel like the person who held it is off the show. What they told her in the very beginning, the biracial lady, I liked her. She's like a DJ or something. But they used to tell her, like, your face is never beat. You can't do this.
Claudia.
Look at your feet. Look at your nails. It might have been her, or I might be confusing two people. But I even think she may not have been on the because they were like, you're just not doing enough. Like, where's your glamour? She was like, this ain't it. And I was like, she's very beautiful. She was just, they literally got on her like, you just gonna wear your own hair? She was like, yeah. Lovely
That's
hair.
wild.
That's wild. But I think, maybe we need to be doing those a little bit more sometimes. Let's have a beatless brunch where we, what I'm saying, like, get together and just look like ourselves, just so that we don't forget.
Ooh.
We don't forget that, yes, the adornment is lovely, but we don't want to say that we're not good enough when we're just in our own skin.
Yes. Because what body positivity empowers us to build is a positive relationship with our own bodies.
With your body.
We spend more time focused on other people and their bodies than we do our own. We will avoid our own. Meanwhile, someone is using us as their standard.
That's really good. Somebody's like, when I get to your size, me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. It's really about treating ourselves with kindness, right? Yep. We're focusing on our strengths. We're treating ourselves with kindness. And you get a more healthy and kind of loving perspective of yourself. This is how you build your security and confidence. This is not lying to yourself. Right? If somebody is morbidly obese and needs to go on a diet for their own health, we're not suggesting that someone not do that. What I'm saying is you don't have to hate yourself in the process. You can still look at the body. Your body has shown up for you, quite frankly.
Yeah. Listen, we're talking about it today.
Listen, your body has shown up for you at different times.
Absolutely.
It came and did what it needed to do. You over here hating on it.
And here's the thing. We will develop a whole system to transform our bodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not making body changes for the right reasons, though, you may fall into deeper feelings of unfulfillment and inadequacy.
That's good. And end up doing the same thing to your body that got you in the first place.
We talked about it last week. We'll go on a diet for a week and we're like, why am I not 17 pounds?
And I'm not, so I'm about to eat this pizza because I'm upset.
And now I'm going in the total opposite direction, right?
Yes.
But if we stopped looking at the numbers on the scale, if we stopped looking at the image in the mirror and we just considered health. What's healthy?
Yeah. And how do I feel? I want to walk to the third floor and not be. You know what I'm saying?
Then that keeps my goal. Me on the path.
Exactly.
Then I continue. Well, I got to keep going because I said that I was going to be able to walk these stairs without getting winded and stopping.
Yes. That's pushing. The place from which you want to make your self-improvements.
Yes.
You don't want to make it from resentment. God didn't bless me with this body, so now I'm trying to get it. What? Get what? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look like so and so, right? And I think that's kind of the problem with revenge bodies. I'm not hating on that. I understand like a lot of people do that. And the concept is not just like I'm gonna show that joker that I'm. It's a way to let the grief, you know what I mean? Like encourage
you. But you rarely hold on to it.
But that's not, it's coming from the resentment of the other person versus my own desire to increase my beauty. I'm just going to be beautiful times 2. I'm already beautiful and I'm just going to be healthy along with my beautiful. That's a better place to come from.
The correct way to do it is first self-acceptance, then self-improvement. I accept all these things about me.
Accept every role.
I know exactly what I got going on. It is what it is. Now I'm going to say, well, you know what? I think I could tweak this a little bit. I think it might be healthier if I do this thing. Go do it.
And remember, we're on this whole self-love journey, right? Body positivity is one of the steps that it's going to take, and a crucial one, because if you're just working on kind of like I'm going after the big jobs, I'm going to feel really great about myself in all these different areas, and you are skipping that body part, right? We have convinced ourselves sometimes like, well, I don't have to worry about that. If you are skipping that part, you're skipping a crucial part to really loving and appreciating yourself.
Absolutely. And so in that journey, remember, vulnerability is power. It is a superpower. To be vulnerable, to tell people, this is my truth, yo. I'm struggling through it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, just saying the words to you right now are just breaking me. We need that. We need to see that. You got to announce that. Y'all, I'm wearing this sleeveless shirt right now. I just want you to know I hate my arms so badly. But I'm pressing myself.
I'm just pressing my way.
Good. Good. And we're going to lift you up in that. As opposed to, what do my arms look like? We sitting in our own head. Like, is everybody staring at he's looking at my arms. Oh God. We start freaking out.
Take the power of that thing away. Just the times that I spent being hot at the beach, just all with the covering up instead of just being free and having a good time. Like now we don't listen. You take us to the beach, we're beaching. As soon as I get there, I'm taking off what I have on.
Is it a nude beach? Because it's about to be.
I'm not doing that because we love the water. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like our happy place, our healing place. I'm going to be shrouded in my own insecurities at my happy and healing place. Nope.
I won't do it.
I don't care if it looks like they filming Baywatch out there. I'm going to put my thick tail in my swimming suit and waddle down to the water because I'm not going to do it. There's a way, for real. There has got to be a way that we can say, yes, I have some preferences and things like that about myself without putting ourselves down so much in that process. We're missing out.
We are.
On the fun. So we have some healthy tips
for body positivity.
So the
first tip, create a list of what you like about your body. And I'm not just talking about, ooh, I like the color of my eyes. Ooh, I like how slender my fingers are. I'm talking about compliment your body for what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
Your body walks you around all day, every day. Your body gets you to and fro. Your body wakes you up every single morning. Y'all, talk to somebody who has struggled with consistent pain.
Yeah.
Talk with somebody who is unable to walk. Talk to somebody who is unable to breathe on their own. Come on, y'all. We're taking for granted the things that
amazing things
every day.
It's producing other humans and sustaining them. It is responding quickly to danger and moving you out of the way.
Listen,
it's a comfortable pillow for partners and kids and stuff to just lay and sleep on. I'm able to drink large amounts of whiskey and still be okay. I mean, I have like some sort of super liver. I need to, yes, liver, get it in. I can double fist, still drive home. Thank you, liver.
Thank you, body.
Thank you. Gotta just thank your body for what it can do.
You are showing out today.
Come on.
All right, next.
Surround yourself with positive influences and supportive communities that can help you foster a stronger sense of self-acceptance. And that can be found, certainly in many ways. Are we going to post some of these body positive bloggers? We're going to post a body positive reading list. For me, for a time, and my body image issues, unfortunately, this is going to sound real stereotypical. I'm just going to lay it out there and people going to feel me. Sometimes coming out of relationships and certain kinds of relationships, I just would take a little dip because I'm overcritical. Well, is it just me? Did I get some weight? You know what I'm saying? Is there something? And I remember going to this is Metro Fitness Open, going to like a pole class. And the women that were in it and the teacher, I just never felt so lovely and beautiful. And that when I tell you every inch of me was just shaking in that mirror and just jiggling, not necessarily the way it's supposed to, I don't know. But it just...
No, the way it was supposed to.
That was supposed to. Amen. See,
it was supposed to.
That's right. It's supposed to jiggle. It's supposed to jiggle.
It's just supposed
like
to.
That. But that was me doing that, right?
Yeah.
That was me surrounding myself in positive influences, and it was a supportive community of women who just decided, in here, we're not going to do body image. Don't. In fact, we're going to wear as little as possible. It's only women, you know what I'm saying? No men were allowed to come in or watch or anything. And then we just, let ourselves be.
I have a friend, Lindsay. She actually has a huge business in this, Lux ATL. She is a professional stripper and pole dancer. It's what she's made her life about. She was a professor at Georgia Tech. She has her PhD in English.
Come on.
She left that to be a professional stripper and pole dancer because of body positivity. And now what she does is she puts on retreats for women that just want to come and just pole dance and just check in with their body. They go to international venues and this is what they do. It's the most amazing thing to watch unfold. She posts videos of it. It's like women just crying and just holding each other. Just, you're beautiful, sis. All kinds of shapes and sizes. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. But you've got to, surround yourself by people who think in these ways. If you have somebody in your life who's constantly telling you, you can stand to lose a couple pounds, get away from that. Get away from that.
Because just telling, there's a difference between people trying to help you and then just kind of making commentary.
But again, right? Health versus everything else.
Right. If they're just focusing on how you look,
right,
that may be something to just be careful of. Sometimes this is our own romantic partner. So I know we're saying, we're tiptoeing into some delicate territory, right? But I think it's important to know the difference between that. There's a person who'll say to you, babe, we're not going to eat out, this many times a week, right?
Because I want you here with me.
We're going to do, and they talk about a plan, and not just you're fat,
right? I'm embarrassed to walk the streets with you.
Well, thank you for just pointing. I mean, I'm saying like you didn't offer me anything to move forward. Just, you look fat.
You got to get out of here.
No, that's not holding you accountable. That's somebody who's just taking stabs. They're not trying to lift you. And it won't. That's not going to motivate you. Somebody that you love just be like, you fat as hell. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be like, aha. Huzzah! I will now embark upon a health journey and be able to maintain it. I promise that's not what that's going to do. So I like. This is kind of the next thing I think we were going to say anyway. Make sure you're you might need to just block those negative body image social media accounts. If there are things that just all they do is shaming and making you feel bad about something, there are so many things out there that are not doing that. That are posting things that would inspire you, not denigrate you. So really curate your social media following, right? Because if you have too many people that are trying to practice hate, you know what I mean? That self-hate will be digested. Look for things to follow where people are looking for self-love for themselves and posting about that and encouraging others to do so. That's part of the creating that community too.
Yeah. Next tip, think healthier, not skinnier.
Or thicker. I mean, I think for, some people are looking to gain weight too.
Oh, right. So think about, the numbers on the scale is typically what we're working towards. The image in the mirror, we're going to stop that. What is my A1C talking about? How do I extend the length of my life?
Increase my comfort.
Right.
You know what I mean? Increase your comfort.
Yeah, I don't like the feeling of my stomach bumping into things before I get there.
It's me always saying excuse me to people when I'm scooting past. But I know my cheeks just rubbed against yours. I know they did. There's no way that I can squeeze. But people don't move in restaurants and they kind of think like, oh, she'll get through. And I'd be like, you don't know what's happening. I'm dragging this wagon. Nope. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't mean to put my butt cheek on your husband's face, but I needed him to scoot in some more. Enjoy your dinner.
But here's the other piece of this that I really, really like. Exercise and diet shouldn't be punishment.
But Marty, how does it feel so? It feels so punitive.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just feels
if you
punitive.
shift your thinking to understand that they are the gift that you give yourself so that you can lead a healthy life, then it doesn't feel that way.
I
got to go to the gym because I said, no, I'm giving myself the gift of the gym because I want to be able to move and be mobile when I'm 80.
And think of it as adding something. Our old business is called Add Joy, not because we are critiquing what the life you're already living. We're just saying add joy to it.
Yeah.
And so when you're changing your diet and exercise routine, you're adding. Don't think about it like, I can't eat this anymore. I can't never have this. I'm saying goodbye to my French fries. Don't think of it that way because that is punitive. And that's sad. It's tragic to think about saying goodbye to the cupcake. Think about, I am adding all of these fruits and vegetables. Those other things will decrease naturally, right? Because you are adding so many other things. I promise, if you tell yourself, I'm going to eat 9 fruits and vegetables during the day, you won't have room for the ho-hos. Won't a ding-dong even fit in your mouth?
There's always room for the hose.
There's always room for ding-dong.
I hate you.
Sorry, room for cupcake. We can go on and on. Always room for cherry pie. But it's not, it's a gift to give yourself something that makes you feel better, sleep more soundly, and just be a healthier person. So don't think of it as a punishment. I'm starting my diet. We do it all the time. I'm starting my diet tomorrow.
We have to change
I've been terrible. If you dip in and you have French fries, okay, then tomorrow we start again, and we put the celery back on our list of things to eat. Don't be so punitive towards yourself.
I love that. Next tip. We've talked about this before. Avoid comparisons.
Lord, you're supposed to look like you.
You're supposed to look. You're telling me half of y'all go to church every Sunday. And you mean to tell me that you follow a God that made you to look like you?
And just for shoots and giggles.
But no, God was really playing. What God really wanted you to do is to undo all of this and look like somebody else.
What sense does that even make? What sense does that make?
That's quite
I'm
ridiculous.
I'm going to make you just so unfortunate. And then I'm going to put these other people in your face.
I'm going to make you look at these other people so you can see how unfortunate you look.
Uh-huh.
And you're supposed to feel bad about spend your life attempting to look like other people.
Yeah, you won't.
In fact, even these other people, we're in a particular era right now where plastic surgery is big, right? And I mean, we've really come to embrace them. A lot of people getting, and I'm talking about men and women, we are getting breast augmentation. We are getting six packs
numbers
put into our, we're doing things to our faces. We're making sure that we get the BBLs and all of those things. A large number of influencers that have been getting these things done to themselves for years are now undoing them. They're now taking out the silicone. They're now saying, you know what? I did this at a time in my life where I was really struggling with this. And now I love myself a little bit more. Now I accept myself a little bit more. I don't have room for this.
And they're really kind of speaking out about it. Right?
They're making a big deal about it.
Shout out to me being on K. Michelle's show, Killer Body, where she talks about she's really been trying to, and actually she can't, to some degree, health wise, sometimes you can't even remove some of these injections and whatnot. Now she is begging people, please, you'll end up in restorative plastic surgery, trying to kind of heal from those things. Again, this is not us hating on it, right? This is us just checking what's the motivation here. You know what I mean? Is the motivation to do these things to myself because I think I'm just so hideous and I think this other body type is how I'm supposed to move through the world. I often believe that we're given the bodies we're supposed to have to move through the world. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like whatever our gift is, we are given like a physical, you know what I mean? Like accompaniment I with that thing. Does that make sense?
I believe that my gift in this world is directly related to what I look like. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe that
so too.
That the lessons that I give, I think that I am a walking lesson for a lot of people in just confidence outside of, what you are supposed to look like and all of that. I think I would agree. Directly related to,
I agree. So our next tip is to wear clothes that make you feel good. All right, be on the lookout. We're going to do a little bliss break. If you didn't know what a bliss break is, it's just like a little couple minutes. I know you enjoy us for like, the long, podcast, but just a little pow, when you just need a little pick me up or a couple of little tips. Look out for our bliss breaks on the socials. And we're going to do one about just wearing what you want to wear. But you don't want to keep things that just because you spent money on it. I want you to know that I'm doing it right now. I'm preaching to the choir. There's a whole part of my closet. I'm going to get in these. I'm going to get back in these.
And haven't got some point in 6 years.
6? You're so sweet.
Which means they're probably not even relevant to your closet right now.
Yeah, but in your mind, I spent money on this. I am not getting rid of it. I don't want another white suit. I have one. Maybe that's in a size 6. We're just going to let that go. Let that go. If it doesn't make you feel absolutely fabulous in it, you should get rid of it. And the reason why we're saying this, not because we want to waste your money, is because we don't want you walking around not feeling fabulous. Don't squeeze because you bought it. So now I'm going to squeeze myself into it. Don't. It's too short. I'm always too tall for my stuff, and I hate the way it looks like high waters. Don't wear that.
You should absolutely go and buy tall pants then.
It's okay.
Go out. Okay, so you didn't know that they existed up until now. Fine. Now you know.
I know.
Now we're going to throw this out and we're going to go and get the pants that cover our ankles.
Oh, you're talking about I refuse to shop in plus size. Yeah, listen, you might.
If our body's plus, we're going to shop there.
Right? I'm going to make this 12.
Okay. Because what you're doing is, yes, you fit the size, but does your body look good in it?
Mm-hmm. And you don't think it does, because that's why you're covering it, right? So you squeeze yourself into the thing, but you hate the fact that like it's, I mean, you know, whatever it is. And so now you're covering the very outfit you insisted on wearing.
Yeah.
Just get something you feel comfortable in. It's doing something to you psychologically.
Yeah.
Psychologically, you are doing something to yourself, spending an entire day worrying about, am I splitting these pants?
Next tip, challenge negative thoughts. Y'all, treat your body with the same kindness that you treat everybody else's body with. You wouldn't let your best friend sit and talk about their body negatively. You
would
stop
not
that.
Do it. You would not say to your best friend the things you say to yourself.
Never.
I would never look at you and be like, look at your skin. It looks like a road map. I've said that to myself, though.
And this is the thing, too. We live so much in our heads that we think a thing about ourselves. No one else is anywhere thinking that thing about. I've never once looked at her skin and thought, her skin looks like a road map. Never once. We tell ourselves the things that aren't true.
And then we just stay in there till it's a loop.
And we won't get out.
It's a loop. We won't get out of it. Really, sometimes you have to really operationalize this. You might have to say it out loud so you can hear yourself how cruel you're being.
Yeah.
Like, go, not just in your head, say it out loud and hear yourself. And imagine someone saying that to a child. Imagine yourself saying it to another person. And if that thought disgusts you, that means don't say it to you either.
You don't deserve any abusive words from anybody.
From anybody.
But especially not yourself.
From you? We already got to battle people out here. I got to battle myself.
You not going to protect you?
I can't count on you.
That's ridiculous.
Kanika, I can't count on you to have my back.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. We laughing, but it's true.
Myself?
If I can't be my own champion, why would I expect others to be my...
Who gonna ride with me and I don't ride with myself?
Who gonna ride with me? I'm not even in the car. I won't get in the car with me.
But you want somebody to get in there,
But
please?
I'm mad at you for not being loyal to me.
Would you get in there, please? And have just a driverless automobile? No. This looks like a wreck.
No.
Absolutely not. Another tip is to do nice things for your body, right?
Yes.
Treat your body well. You deserve love, rest, and nurturing. Amen. Let them get delivered to your body.
Like you want to be treated. You should treat it right.
Take that bubble bath, lay in the grass, take that nap, go for that walk. Right? Do those things that make you and be intentional about it. Like not just you happen to do it. Look at your Apple Watch and see that you have, 1,000 more steps and say, let me just give myself 1,000
Let me go take a walk
steps.
real quick. I did that at 11
Just
o'clock
do
the other night.
that
I said
for
I haven't
yourself.
closed my rings. I'm going to just take a walk.
What can
There
I
were
do?
other people walking out in my neighborhood too. We was waving at each other. They
come on
doing
to
the
love
same thing I'm
yourself.
doing. Yeah. The next tip, compliment others freely. If you can look at someone else and you can open yourself enough to be kind and considerate of how amazing they look and they are, then you're able to do it for you too. You got to practice it. Yeah, it's just part of the practice. If we're holding in all of our compliments for others, we'll never compliment ourselves.
Somehow you've taught yourself that compliments are not worthy. And if you are doing it, if you are complimenting other people, then you now know, okay, then I need to accept them as too. I need to accept them too. I need to compliment others
good
freely.
It makes people feel.
And, right. You see that light up in their faces.
Yeah.
You get it too.
That's big.
All right. Love all of yourself.
All
of it. That part too. Whatever
piece.
part you just thought about,
Yeah.
like not that.
Yep.
And by focusing on the whole picture instead of zooming in on your problem areas. That is what we will do. We will look in the mirror. Everything else is gorgeous. And there's a little pooch, little fupa. And we just staring at the fupa. Right?
Or a big fupa.
Right. Right. Don't just, I mean, look at yourself as just a total being, right? Think about your passions and that which makes you unique, right? And pick, you might need to just pick up another hobby. For me, I think I've got to do African dance. That's what I really think.
Yeah, I think yeah.
That would do a lot for me. I think it would be the exercise. I don't get tired, and I get tired walking from here to there. Are we done with this workout?
But African dance, because you want to master it. You want to,
And I'm giving my all. I don't even know I'm burning 1,000 calories. I don't even realize I'm doing it. But that does something for me. I feel like it celebrates me. You know what I mean? It's a whole...
Why are we doing that? We've been talking about this for a year. No, we really have been talking about this for Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Tambra has classes every Sunday. What are we doing?
No.
What are we doing?
Not planning and going to the class, and that's what we need to do. But you might need to pick up a hobby like that, right? That celebrates the whole picture of you.
I went to do Pilates a couple weekends ago.
Baby, that Pilates is not a joke.
Baby, Pilates ain't no hoe, y'all.
At all.
Listen.
Don't run up on Pilates at night. You're gonna lose that fight.
Listen, Pilates will make you think that you about to give it to her. Pilates will have you laid,
and then you do Pilates, be like, oh.
24 hours later, you will be unable to move a finger. I felt so good,
but you felt so proud of yourself.
Oh my God, I felt so good. I worked out with shout out to Alexa Yama. She is on Instagram. She's going to be one of our partners when we get into health and wellness in just a couple months. And she gave me an individual class, y'all. I was screaming at her, please. And I wasn't moving, but like an inch. I was like, please, I can't. But she was like, you got it, girl. You got it, sis. Let's go. And I did have it. I think that's the other piece. You come out of those things feeling like, look at me accomplishing something new. Yeah. Pick up the new hobby.
Right. Because that's going to increase that body positivity. Right. And remember that your body isn't just for decoration. I think, when we get obsessed with how it looks, sometimes people do things to themselves. I'm like, and now you can't like walk or move or smile. I don't want to smile like this. That was so funny. Like if I lost my ability to have facial expressions, it's not. Your body is for doing. It's for living. It's for it's fulfilling your purpose.
Yes.
Right. Whatever that is, your body was built to do the thing that you were built to do. It's not just decor.
Yes.
So don't always just focus on that.
Yes. So that's our topic for today. We talked about body positivity. We're going to wrap things up with our compliments this week. We asked our Joy Johns to share with us some of the compliments that they've been receiving lately. And so the first one, Tamika she is like our number one fan. She is
a big fan.
She shouts us out any chance.
Tamika, thank you so much for watching and the loyalty and just.
She is she's going through a tough time. So Tamika and I, we have named ourselves the DOGs. We are the Daughters of Giants. Both of us just lost our father. Her father just passed a couple weeks ago, and I mean, brilliant man in the community. I mean, he was a family physician for I'm not just saying decades, 50 plus years. He had been a doctor in her community. And so we really lost a giant in his passing. And so she said that the compliment that she just recently got, my sister-in-law said, "You're amazing. And I'm so proud." Oh, it's going to make me cry. "I'm so proud to call you sister. None of us would have been able to get through this time without you." And she is, Tamika, I want to say Tamika is his youngest child. He has some children that are older, but she really was the one who stepped up and like got in there and really ran this whole process of celebrating his life. And so I know that meant a lot to hear that in this season. So we love you, Tamika.
We love you, Tamika. Adrian said, and he put this on the socials, where we all want you to go and put on our threads when we ask for compliments. Last night, someone I admire and respect told me they thought Art of Noise, which is his art space in the DC area, was amazing, and they appreciated spaces like mine.
He pours his heart into that.
Baby.
He pours his heart
when
and soul into that.
His whole thing. And he said when he was young, he said, I want to have like just a place for artists to just come and be able to just show.
And he's created that.
He has created that.
Yes.
He didn't talk himself out of it, hating on himself. He has security and confidence. You see it.
And then finally, this is from my girl, Yami Leth. She is, we call her Ima for short. She said, a classmate in my leadership program shared that she loves to hear me speak in class.
I love that.
It's so interesting when, sometimes we're scared to raise our hand. We wonder if it's relevant, if we're about to say something that we think is silly. So that really means something when someone says, oh God, I love every time you share.
Yeah. Hearing what you have to say is meaningful.
Yeah. So simple.
So let's start embracing our imperfections and celebrating the diversity of our bodies. We are not trying to make this sound like it's a very easy thing to do. We know that we're trained to do this. Our very society trains us to think our bodies are not good enough, and then also we are reinforced for being self-deprecating.
Yeah.
We are talking about railing against that.
Yes. Let's cultivate a world where self-love is just the norm, y'all. That is just how we show up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you imagine?
Where everyone feels comfortable and confident in their own skin. Like, let's build that for ourselves. And if this is something that you're really struggling with, call us up at Add Joy. This is what we do. We are joy coaches. We give you the opportunity to practice this. If this is something that you're saying, yeah, I just ain't got it. Yeah, we want to make sure that you just do get it, because your joy depends on it.
It depends on it.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching us today. And remember to subscribe to our channel for all of the good, empowering content that celebrates self-love and positivity. We want you to make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast, but also following us on Instagram and on Facebook. We are Add Joy or Add Joy Now.
We're on Spill.
And any of the little places.
We're on Threads. We're
on
everything.
Whatever we talking about.
X.
Whatever it is.
That's X now.
What's X?
Twitter.
It's called X?
They took Twitter away.
Oh, listen. Okay.
If you insist.
If you must. I mean, it's just.
All right. So listen for the difference.